So any doubts, any queries, whatever we had done last time, I had given you some questions from problem set also. Any of you has any doubts, please ask. Otherwise we'll continue of course. जो doubts है वो पहले करेंगे. अगर doubts नहीं है तो we will proceed further. ठीक है?
Doubt.
Yes, anybody has any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. No doubt, that is good. Okay, read. Those of you who were there last time, they have that word problem that we have already written. Those of you who are not there, for them I'll just repeat the word problem. Please copy it fast. Okay, we're going to solve that, and then we are going to look at few more examples before we begin with problem set. A boat travels 16 kilometers upstream and 24 kilometers downstream. A boat travels 16 kilometers upstream and 24 kilometers downstream. In 6 hours. A boat travels 16 kilometers upstream and 24 kilometers downstream in 6 hours. In 6 hours. The same boat travels 36 kilometers upstream. The same boat travels 36 kilometers upstream and 48 kilometers downstream. 36 kilometers upstream and 48 kilometers downstream in 13 hours. In 13 hours. The same boat travels 36 kilometers upstream and 48 kilometers downstream in 13 hours. Find the speed of water current and the speed of boat. Find the speed of water current and the speed of boat in still water. Find the speed of water current and speed of boat in still water. Okay, all of you take this down. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I had shown you last time what it means. We had also seen lots of things, how it is supposed to be solved. Just briefly, we are going to go through it. Okay. So there is a boat which is traveling on a stream or a river, whatever, upstream and downstream. When it goes upstream, it's going to go against the water current, so it's going to be slow. Okay. When it goes, so this is going to be of boat minus speed of water current. This is what we had seen last time. Whereas when it is coming downstream, okay, when it is coming downstream, it's going to be speed of boat plus speed of water current. This is what we had seen last time. When going upstream, when coming downstream. Okay. So in this, now first we are going to write down, now, what is it that we have to find out? They've asked us to find out the speed of water current and the speed of boat in still water. Speed of water current and speed of boat in still water. So first of all, the two variables that we need, okay, let the speed of water current, let the speed of boat in still water, let the speed of boat in still water be x kilometers per hour. Let the speed of boat in still water be x kilometers per hour. Speed of boat in still water be x kilometers per hour. Let the speed of boat in still water be x kilometers per hour. Please write down these statements. Okay. Let the speed of boat in still water be x kilometers per hour and the speed of water current be y kilometers per hour, and the speed of water current be y kilometers per hour, and the speed of water current be y kilometers per hour. Till here we had understood. Till here we had done last time. Okay, we had also seen one more thing after this, that was about what is the formula for speed. Formula for speed says speed equals to distance upon time. Therefore, time equals to distance upon speed. Time equals to distance upon speed. Just write this down and then we are going to solve further. Speed equals to distance upon time, or time equals to distance upon speed. Time equals to distance upon speed. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's proceed further now. I'm going to erase all of this because I have to solve. So we have speed upstream x minus y and speed downstream
X plus Y.
plus y. Both of these are kilometers per hour. This is what we had seen with the help of that diagram and all those things, and we have also arrived which says time equals to distance upon speed. Time equals to distance upon speed. Till here we have written. Now what I'm going to say is, first what happens, the boat travels 16 kilometers upstream. So time taken to travel 16 kilometers upstream is distance, that is 16 kilometers, upon speed. Speed for upstream is x minus y. Time taken to travel 16 kilometers upstream is 16 upon x minus y hours. X minus y hours. Similarly, time taken to travel 24 kilometers downstream. 24 kilometers downstream. Time taken to travel 24 is distance 24 kilometers. Upon speed downstream it is x plus y. Till here clear? To travel 16 kilometers upstream, it takes 16 upon x minus y hours, and to travel 24 kilometers downstream, it takes 24 upon x plus y hours. Till here clear?
Yes, sir.
So what this tells us is from the first condition, 16 kilometers upstream and 24 kilometers downstream. Okay, it took them how much? 6 hours. So from the first condition, 16 upon x minus y plus 24 upon x plus y equals to 6. It took 6 hours, so equal to 6. Is this clear? Till here clear? Similarly, we
Yes,
can
sir.
directly,
Yes, sir.
instead of writing all these statements, we can directly say from the second condition. Second condition, what does it say? It says time the same boat travels 36 kilometers upstream. So upstream 36 kilometers. 36 kilometers upstream plus 48 kilometers 48 kilometers downstream. This takes them 13 hours. So these are your two equations. 16 upon x minus y plus 24 upon x plus y equals to 6, and 36 upon x minus y plus 48 upon x plus y equals to 13. Okay, but as we know, this has to be further converted to a linear equation. So we will say let 1 upon x minus y equals to m and 1 upon x plus y equals to n. Okay, so you will have therefore 16m plus 24n equals to 6. This is your first equation. This is your second equation. This becomes your third equation, and this becomes 36m plus 48n equals to 13. This becomes your. Okay. So what we have done is now we have converted these two equations to linear equations. We have converted these two equations to linear equations. Now, making 16 equal to 36 difficult, but 24 equals to 48 easy. Multiply 3 by 2. So if I multiply equation 3 by 2, then it becomes easier for me. So I'll say multiply equation 3 by 2. So I'll get first is 36m plus 48n equals to 13, and 32m plus 48n equals to 12. This is your third equation, 32m, that third equation multiplied by 2. 32m plus 48n equals to 12. I've written it below because when I subtract it, I'm going to get a positive number. Otherwise, I would have got negative equals to negative, which also is the same, but this is easier to understand. So subtract, this will become minus, this will become minus, this will become 36 minus 32 is 4m. 1. Therefore, m equals to 1 upon 4. Therefore, m equals to 1 upon 4. Are we getting that? Therefore, m equals to 1 upon 4. Substitute that in either of these two equations. Substitute that in either of the two equations. So what do we get when we substitute? We'll substitute, let's say, in 3. So I'll get 16m, that is 16 into 1 upon 4 plus 24n equals to 6. 4 ones are 4 fours are. Shift that 4 that side. So I'll have 24n equals to 6 minus 4, which is equal to 2. So 24n equals to 2, n equals to 2 upon 24. Therefore, n equals to 1 upon 12. N equals to 1 upon 12. These are the two values that I've got for m and n. Copy everything till here because this is not completed. We have not finished. We have to find x and y, that is the speed of boat and speed of water current, and not m and n. So after this, there are a couple of more steps left, which we will solve and find out. First do till here, then I'll erase this and then we'll proceed further. Once you're finished, please let me know. Just one more minute for those who have not yet done. Then I'm going to erase it. So please copy fast. Done?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now, using this, that is n and m, we are going to solve for x and y. So what have we got? We'll say first, resubstitute
M and N.
for m and n. Now what is m? M
1 upon x
equals
minus
to 1 upon x minus y, which is equal to 1 upon 4. Therefore, therefore, by invertendo, x minus y equals to 4. This is your equation number 5. Similarly, n equals to 1 upon x plus y, which is 1 upon 12. Therefore, x plus y equals to 12. This is your 6th. So now solve both of them. X minus y equals to 4. X plus y equals to 12. If you add them, you will get 2x equals to 16. X equals to 16 upon 2. Therefore, x equals to 8. That is speed of, what was x? Speed of
Boat in still water.
boat in still water, that is 8 kilometers per hour. Using this, we are also going to find out y. Substitute in 6. Substitute in equation 6, x plus y equals to 12. So I'll have 8 plus y equals to 12. Therefore, y equals to 12 minus 8, y equals to 4. X equals to 8. Therefore, speed, you have to write the full statements. I'm just writing over here boat. Speed of boat in still water is 8 km per hour and water current is
4 kilometer per hour.
4 kilometers per hour. These kind of sums do come in your board exams. These kind of sums do come in your board exams. So you have to be careful. You should be able to solve such kind of sums.
We're done.
Okay, so let's write the next one. Okay, now it's going to get disconnected, but before it gets disconnected, I want you to copy the question at least. A certain amount is equally distributed. A certain amount is equally distributed among certain number of students. A certain amount is equally distributed among certain number of students. A certain amount is equally distributed among a certain number of students. Full stop. Each would get rupees 2 less. Each would get rupees 2 less. Each would get rupees 2 less if 10 students were more. If 10 students were more. And each would get rupees 6 more. Each would get rupees 2 less if 10 students were more, and each would get rupees 6 more if 15 students were less, and